Hello, hi there everyone, and welcome to my Grace Destiny show. My name's Eleanor Grace. My website is gracedestiny.com, and on there you'll find out lots and lots of information about me, what we do here in London as well, in the United Kingdom. We've got lots of events coming up, psychic nights, holistic events, which are being organised throughout the country, and I will be attending and absolutely ready to meet you. So if you're, there either virtually or in person, then you can come across and see some of our shows. So welcome to the show here at Moonstruck TV, A1R Radio this evening. I love to have you with me as we start the show for the week, and we can talk about you, we can talk about almost anything. I also host a UK TV show which is on Sky 680 here in the UK, and my topic this last week has all been about transforming your lives. It's about transformation and how you can really tell which way you are headed when you start to think about the things that you don't want to have in your life anymore. Start there, and then you can start creating your list and knocking off the things that really don't apply anymore. So when we're talking about transformation and that transformational energy, I like to use some of my energy cards. This one here is the Phoenix. It's all about rising up from the ashes, isn't it? Renewing your pathway, renewing some promises maybe, and really getting out there to say, this is what I want to do. This is for me. This is my life. This is how I want my life to be. And that's really powerful, really important during June. And Dragonfly. Now, this is for spirit. I'll show you this card because it's a very important one. This is a dragonfly that takes a very perilous journey every now and again. It's about that time of year when they do. And this is very similar to spirit, where spirit come close, try and whisper something to you, perhaps a loved one that's passed or somebody who's very, very close, and you hear with your intuition and you just sense that there's something there. Can't quite tell what it is, but there is something there. Well, the dragonfly spirit is near in June, and this is where you have the opportunity to perhaps tune in a little bit more. Very similar card as well is the butterfly, and the butterfly is all about that lovely symbolism of being ready to transform your life. Doesn't last for very long, but it does go through those wonderful stages of turning from the caterpillar into the butterfly. So what are you? Are you the caterpillar, are ready now to wait until you can transform your life? Or are you seeing yourself already there? Let's have a look at some of the pathways then. And you can get some free readings here with me and other great psychics on Moonstruck. Or you can dial through and book a reading personally with me through my website. There's an appointment system there. You just have to translate the times, I think, from London time to US time, or wherever you are in the world. All the timings on my appointments are GMT. And you can pay indirectly or directly with me, whichever way you want to choose it. So let's have a look at the pathways. Here I have a crystal ball. Now this crystal ball is citrine and quartz. Very powerful, and it's a crystal that I use a lot because this is about communication, and this is about that wonderful sort of element of healing as well. We've got the aquamarine and we've got those pink shades as well. So let's have a look. We've got Michelle in Benton, Wisconsin, USA. Hello there, you're through to Eleanor Grace. How are you today? So it's Michelle, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I'm good, thank you.
Oh, good, good. I'm really good. Glad to hear it, and I'm good too. Right, I'm looking into the crystal here. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but it's a very, very powerful sense of light, and that's what was beaming through just before you came through, I think, here, Michelle. And I was looking for pathways, and what I want to say to you is that you've got a new one, and you're perhaps not even aware of this. There's two boys around you as well, and they're very prominent actually here in the crystal ball. Do you have two boys in your family, two boys that are around you, Michelle, now?
Like children, or no?
Well,
I
they
have no
could
children.
be. No, I didn't say sons or children. It's two boys. Maybe they are neighbors. Maybe they're just, sort of
Friends,
good old
yeah.
boys. That,
Like I
yeah,
had a couple of
exactly.
boyfriends. Well, not boyfriends, but friends that are boys.
Well, there may well be two men in your life. I didn't really quite want to say it that way, but I think that there's certainly some attraction that you have here, Michelle, because you've got this pathway that's opening up, and it's all about those attractive energies that you're drawing to you. And it gives you luck, and it gives you a sense of direction. And here you've got it. You've got that really strong element of perseverance. That's who you are. So you like to do that, I think. I think you like to do that a lot. You decide upon a topic, a pathway, you're going to see it through. Now, there's some mirror images that I'm seeing here in your crystal. So I want you to reflect back onto some times that were around you last September and October, because this is a period of time now where some similar events and circumstances may well enter your life. And I feel that you've learned some lessons in the autumn time, in the fall last year, and now they're sort of coming back around. But this time, they're not. It's not a difficult energy. This time, it's really very positive. So you will be dumping some really big problems. You're getting rid of them, drawing a line, moving forward very quickly, I think, into sort of bouncing into a new life. It's new energy that I've got here. Does that make sense to you here, Michelle? Can you understand? Okay.
Totally.
Okay. Well, that's great. That's good to hear. So what was it then in September and October last year that really sort of impacted your life? Because that does seem to be a connection. So it'd be nice to tell our audience here what it felt like for you then.
Well, I'm assuming you're kind of maybe referring to a guy I was dating back then.
Yeah,
Not sure.
yeah.
And he was going through a custody battle with a child. And
okay. Yeah.
And we kind of split our ways, but actually we just started talking again. Like this
So there's light at the end of the tunnel then, and that's why I'm seeing this such an important time. Okay, well, the message that you're getting here then is that the times that you're in now reflect back to that time, but you've learnt those lessons. You're not going to make the same mistakes. You'll never do that again. So you're clear here to enjoy and live your life. And if you want to start over with him, then start over with him, because you've done your sort of bit. And I think a lot is up to him. I think that, yes, he is talking with you, but I do want to give you another guy here who is certainly ready to create a liaison with you, let me put it like that, is very attracted to you, thinks that you're lovely, and you've got such a marvelous energy, and that soul of yours, I think you're so kind, you've given out to so many people along the way, and I think there's time now for reward that's coming back to you as well, Michelle, and it's well deserved, this is as well. I do want to give you a lady's name. This is Patricia. Patricia, could be called Pat or Patty, but it was formerly Patricia. I feel as though this is a lady in spirit, may or may not be for you here, Michelle, but she's come into my room. So when spirit do that, and this is my sort of home office here in London, then I have to give it out because she'll be there for somebody. Does that ring a bell here for you?
I used to work with a Patricia that I liked really well. I'm not sure if she's passed on or not. I haven't seen her for years.
Yeah, I think so. And sadly, I think so because she's come a long way, and particularly during my session with you. And when that happens, then it's for you, really. And that's why I tentatively ask, if you're aware of the person. Because some people get a little bit worried by it, but don't be, because it's full evidence.
I'm not worried.
Oh, good. I'm really pleased because Patricia just wants to say, hi, Michelle. It's been a while. And just to tell you as well, not to worry about things when, I think you're a bit scared of death and dying and all those things, but just don't be, because you have your time, and my goodness me, you have a lot of life left here. And I can see that in your crystal. And I just want to give you that sort of magical element here in the crystal ball, which is very powerful, I think, for you. Holding hands as a ring. You gave a ring away once, you've thrown it away, so you must have had a powerful relationship in the past. But no matter, this is now time for you to just take your time, take one step at a time, because you will enjoy this next phase. I'm going to give you Stephen. I like that name around you. It's a lovely, comfortable association that I think you are going to really make good. And do you have a dog? Is it a dog? There's animals that are here in your crystal. Is that you? Do you like? Okay, all right. Well, they're also friends in spirit. So I'm going to give you your animals, keeping you company and allowing you this really sort of nice time. Okay, well, look, Michelle, thank you so much for coming in here onto the show. It's been a pleasure to read for you. Patricia's popped in to say hello. Remember the name of Stephen. I think that's an association ahead with you. But you'll remember that and come through again. So I'm going to wish you all the love and light in the world. And thank you for joining us this evening. Okay, Michelle, bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Well, there's lovely Michelle, who had her spirit connection, didn't she? Which is lovely to see. This is what we like to do. Now, I do believe that I have Janelle that is here. Hello, Janelle. Are you with us on the line here this evening?
I am.
Oh, it's this evening. Oh, great. Hello there, Janelle. It's this evening here in London, but I know it's the afternoon in the US, and I always get mixed up, so do apologize for that. Okay, Janelle, let's have a little look at you. Is there anything in particular that you want me to focus on for you here during your reading?
Anything focused on, I guess career-wise.
Okay, your job, yeah. There's a waterfall that I'm seeing here straight away, and it's a massive one. It's a bit like Niagara Falls, it's just like the water's pouring towards you. It's a really prominent symbol here in your life, and it's very prosperous. It's all about love coming in, and with that, you also have the power of change, and this is the symbolism of a big waterfall. So it's a major event here, Janelle, now, and this is something you need to consider, really think about, because you're able to take this in your stride, and it will be really important as well for you to be able to understand that you're about to leap forward. A leap of faith is what you're going to take, and this is in your career. At the moment, this is your card here. You're holding back a bit, you've being a bit austere. You're not ready to be too hopeful about yourself. You want to be cautious, I think. Is that true, Janelle? Do you feel a little bit shy about, explaining all of your skills and talents here to the world?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
You
yes, I
okay?
do.
Well, this is not the time to be that shrinking violet. I want you to get up, look at that world straight in the eye, and walk really tall, because you've got some important work to do. And you're going to be really cherished and loved because of it. Now, here is your new job. So your career is going up a peg or two. It's hard for you to see that, I think, because I think you can just see a blank wall, maybe a brick wall in front of you, thinking, I can't move that, I can't get over it, can't go around it, can't get through it, can't get past it, but you can, because this is the offer that's on the way. The waterfall is breaking down any barriers that you may have felt up to this point. So I'm really pleased to see that. And this is the old father time. So some luxury is ahead for you, and a sense where you will be able to earn more money, there's more prosperity, and you will be feeling enriched here, not just by financial benefit or financial gain, but also because of the enriched experience in which you will find your own platform, one in which you will enjoy a new chance, new opportunity, and that's what you deserve. The Lovers is here. So I know you've asked about career and your work and your job, but this is also letting you know that you're very upbeat. You can take on a relationship, friendship. You will be reaching out to people, and the waterfall as well just brings love into your life. It's a massive amount of emotion that I think that you have felt during the last month or so, and that's why it's this outpouring. But it's also a very, very good omen, and it gives you the ability to resurrect some feelings and emotions by connecting here to this man who is in your reading. So the Lovers brings you choices. The Lovers also brings you the opportunity to reconcile your differences with maybe somebody from the past, or maybe somebody that's actually in your life now, somebody who is there today. Now, I do feel your mother here around you, Janelle. I feel as though you want her to be there right in front of you. You want to reach out, you want to touch her, you want to communicate, you want to talk, but you can't. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she in spirit? Is she in spirit with you, Janelle?
Huh?
Is she passed over? Is she in spirit with you?
Yeah. Yeah. She passed in
Okay.
March.
Yeah. I felt that it was the springtime that I wanted to go to. Now, the waterfall is about those feelings. It's about that. It's Niagara Falls in front of you. Everything is overwhelming for you, and has been. And of course, it would be, because this is your mother. But there was a problem. I think that there was an argument or a misunderstanding, something that you weren't able to talk to her about, because that's what I felt the blockage was that when she passed, it was, I should have said this. I should have made sure. And I've got this frustrating energy around you. But I also have sticking plasters everywhere, and I just want to stick them all over your body and say, don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing. She's here. I know that you've been crying. I know that you've been upset because things didn't go as you thought they would. Things didn't go as planned, did they? And that was with her passing. You couldn't have done any more. That's what she wants to say to you, Janelle. Do you understand that, do you? You couldn't have done any more. Okay. Are you all right? Are you okay? Are you? All right. Yeah?
Yeah.
You have a brother as well who was with you at that time. Do you have a brother?
I have two brothers.
Two. There's one
Yeah,
brother
one
that
older, one younger.
yeah, there's one of them that seems to need you to talk to him and to give him perhaps a bit more of an explanation. It's a private matter between you, but you're closer to one brother than the other, and you know what this is. But this is what your mother is saying to you. You need to get together and talk and sort things out, because otherwise it's not right. You know, things that aren't right. And perhaps be looking very carefully at a gravestone and at a memorial and something about that. I think you're dealing with brother. So that's that's a very sort of personal message for you. But I do have the man here. This is your brother here, and she wants to connect through to him as well. I'm getting the initial of A, an awful lot. Who is that? Who holds the initial of A?
Of A?
A. A for apple.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's coming through from spirit. So maybe think about it, because you'll always connect, but it's the man, and I feel that there's the initial A. So look for that name. And I do like the name of Alex here around you. Now, Wheel of Fortune. This is for you here, Janelle. It's times have changed. Times have changed. Time for you to push on now, drawing a line on the past and being able to successfully overcome some difficulties. Career, I think, is important, but not as important as the time that has just gone here this year. And closing a chapter is really where you're at. But I'm getting lots and lots of scenes that are coming through from spirit that are all about cooking and pans and, you know, sort of lots and lots of lovely aromas and smells. And is that you? Are you cooking an awful lot at the moment? Special dishes as well. Is that your speciality, is it?
Did you say cans?
Yeah, yeah.
Cooking as cans?
Yeah, is that you?
I'm doing a zero waste book like with this group, and my section is cans that I'm supposed to be writing up here, and it's due today, so I've been putting that up and just I better get to it, I guess.
Well, I think it's going to be really successful. Maybe your mum is watching over you there as well, and sort of making it happen, you know, and staying with you. I think, you know, staying with you through the journey, because you've got a journey of life, and there's so many good things here, Janelle, that you need to be thinking about. I'm just going to take you one of my cards here. These are my energy cards, and let's just have a look and see what is there for you. And I think this is quite special, actually. This is the tiger. Look, here we go. This is for you. And you've got to step into your personal power now, because this is what the tiger is telling you to do. You've got strong emotions, and those emotions that you feel, I think you felt a bit threatened by them. You know, they worried you. They were your feelings, but I think that they worried you. Does that ring true with you, Janelle? You know, that the power of your thoughts, or maybe, you know, frustrations as well, emotions, they worry you a bit. And the tiger is really saying, look, don't, you know, just reach out to whoever you need to, forget about the obstacles that are there, and step into who you are meant to be. I think there's a long life ahead, and I want you to rush now into that next chapter. The next chapter is all about making sure that you're in a relationship that you can really enjoy. And here he is. This is the man that we actually saw earlier. It's time. You've got the clock here in your card. You've got the ermine, and you've got the man that might be a bit lazy. You've got to try and teach him a few lessons, maybe, but you're going to be strong enough to do that. And I really congratulate you as well on successfully dealing with such a difficult, traumatic experience here this March. And that was the passing of your mum. She's with you today in spirit, in your soul, in your heart. She wants you just to remind you to talk to your brother. What's his name? What's your brother's name? Can you tell me?
Jay.
Sorry?
My brother's name is Jay.
Jay. Okay. And he's the one you're closest to, isn't he? He's the one that, yeah.
He's the one who comes around, and he actually missed my mom's funeral. So
okay, all right, that's who she wanted to talk to as well as you. So the two of you together are going to make some sort of pact. You know, you're coming to a decision. You will be able to enjoy, I think, this next year, knowing that you're doing something special for her. It's about her headstone or grave, or some words that are very special. And look at a poem. I think that your brother is looking at one, and I just want you to check out something by Keats. That's what I'm being told. Keats, very famous author, somebody who is giving, this is from your mum. She's saying, well, go and have a look at that. And lots of love to you, loves all of you. And I'm going to say cheerio to you, Janelle. It's been a pleasure reading for you here today. And thank you for joining in with the show. Thank you, Janelle. So there we are. Everybody, that was Michelle and Janelle, who have come through and both got some really powerful spirit messages. So I hope that you'll do the same with me next week, and I will see you then. I'm Eleanor Grace, and I'm from London, and this is gracedestiny.com. Go there, book a reading with me. Some appointments are free for tomorrow. So I will see you same time next week. Bye-bye. Quick break for you. Bye.